First of all, put a shout out for noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. Wow. The second largest and third largest bank runs in American history happened last month. The government is taking steps to guarantee all deposits. That means more money is going to get printed, okay? Thousands have approached noblegoldinvestments.com to secure their wealth with gold. And gold is the most stable asset outside of the government control. Hurry, go to noblegoldinvestment.com or pick up the phone and call them this morning at 877-646-5347. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com to secure your wealth, and you can get a free 5 ounces of pure silver coin called America the Beautiful coin. 5 ounces pure silver. They'll give that to you for free with any qualifying IRA entry. So get started today at noblegoldinvestment.com.
During a call with members of his Security Council on Wednesday, Russian President Vladimir Putin accused Western intelligence agencies of assisting Ukraine in carrying out acts of sabotage. He urged his officials to respond more strongly to the situation. The call primarily centered on efforts to strengthen control over 4 Ukrainian provinces that Russia claimed as part of its territory in September, a move that was deemed an illegal annexation by most of the international community. Quote, there are reasons to believe that the capabilities of third countries, Western special services, have been involved in preparation of acts of sabotage and terror attacks, Putin said, as reported by the Associated Press. Putin pointed out that the 4 provinces have been subjected to shelling and acts of sabotage by Ukraine, which were intended to frighten the local residents. He emphasized that the authorities need to respond firmly and efficiently to maintain control over the situation. In the recently annexed provinces, several officials appointed by Moscow have been injured or killed in a series of bombings and other assaults. Putin emphasized the need for officials to intensify their efforts to completely integrate the 4 regions into Russia and to safeguard local residents against attacks by Ukraine. In the early hours of Wednesday, the AlAqsa mosque in Jerusalem's Old City was stormed by the Israeli police, who fired stun grenades at Palestinians that were hurling stones and firecrackers. The incident occurred during a sensitive holiday season, with Muslims observing Ramadan as Jews are preparing for the Passover. In response, Palestinian militants from Gaza launched rocket fire on southern Israel, which led to multiple Israeli airstrikes. The violence has raised concerns about a potential wider conflict. However, by early morning, the Jerusalem compound had quieted down, despite typically being filled with worshippers during Ramadan, the Associated Press reported. The AlAqsa Mosque is located on a hilltop compound that is sacred to both the Jews and Muslims. Conflicting claims over the site have previously resulted in violence, including an 11-day war between Israel and Hamas, the Islamic militant group that governs Gaza. AlAqsa is the 3rd holiest site in Islam, while Jews regard the area as the Temple Mount, their holiest site. While the Palestinian militant groups have cautioned that more conflict is on the horizon, a Palestinian official who spoke on the condition of anonymity due to the lack of authorization revealed that the Palestinian Authority is engaged in communication with officials in Egypt, Jordan, the United States, and the United Nations in an attempt to alleviate the tensions. On Wednesday evening, a fire erupted at a building that belongs to Russia's defense ministry located in central Moscow, as reported by the Russian state news agencies citing emergency services. Social media footage shared by state media showed that a thin, dark smoke column started to rise from the defense ministry's headquarters near the Kremlin. TASS news agency reported that the small fire was extinguished shortly after it began and there were no casualties reported, the Jerusalem Post reported. Quote, around 1930 local time, in one of the administrative buildings of the defense ministry in Moscow, duty workers detected smoke on the premises. The fire department and Ministry of Emergency Situations came to the scene. Interfax cited the Defense Ministry as saying in a statement. Local emergency services reported to TASS that the fire had affected an area of 60 square meters, or roughly 646 square feet. The Defense Ministry stated that they are currently investigating the cause of the blaze.